Hey friends, it's Kristen. Welcome back for another DIY video. My daughter was in a horse show recently and she needed equestrian bows. So that's actually a part of their uniform, is to wear bows and their braids when they're on the younger side. And so I came up with this cute design and I wanted to show you guys how to do it. It would be great for just a regular bow. It doesn't have to be an equestrian bow, but I did find this really cute ribbon on Etsy. I'll have a link to it. It has little gold bits on it and there's a bunch of different colors to choose from. I thought my daughter and I thought it was super cute. So anyway, I'm going to share with you guys how to make this super simple and quick bow. You don't need experience, super easy. You just need like a hot glue gun, scissors, like an alligator clip to put it on, and a lighter or something like that just to kind of melt the edges of the ribbon so it doesn't fray. That's it. Let's get started. All right, to make these bows, we are going to need two pieces that are about 8.5 inches long. And then we'll need a long piece. This will be for the tails. This one's just shy of about 12 inches. You can make it longer or shorter depending on how long you want the tails. And then for the center piece, we need a piece that's about 3 inches. So I'm taking the two 8.5 pieces and just folding them in half and making a little crease. And this is going to mark the center of those pieces, so I know exactly where to glue and to fold them. So I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue right in the middle and then folding each side down to meet in the center, and then just pressing to make sure that the glue holds everything together. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other 8.5 inch piece. All right, once those two pieces have been glued, it's time to go ahead and make our center piece. So I'm taking the little 3-inch piece of ribbon and folding it basically in thirds here, and I'm using a little bit of hot glue just to hold down the side. So do one side and then add a little bit more hot glue and then go ahead and fold in the other side. And this is going to be the piece that wraps around the center of our bow and just gives it a nice finished and polished look. So the next part is going to be to actually start shaping the bow. So I like to pinch right in the center and then fold the edges out towards me. Depending on the look that you are going for, you could do the opposite, like pinch it in the other direction and then fold the pieces back away from you, if that makes sense. You can use a alligator clip to hold it while you're working on the other piece. This part can be a little bit tricky, just getting it to look just right and lay just right. But with a little bit of practice, you can get it. And again, sometimes it just takes a few tries. It took me a few tries to get this one just right. So just keep working with it and then you'll be able to get it figured out. Once I have these two pieces of the bow kind of situated the way that I want them to be, I'm using that same alligator clip just to hold them in place while I grab the tail portion of the bow. So I have the long piece, which I think was like around just shy of 12 inches. Again, I'm creasing it in the center just so I know exactly where the middle is. I am doing this little pinch thing where I pinch in the center and push the edges back, and this is going to be how I tuck it under the two bow pieces. Again, this part can be a little tricky. Like you saw, my bow came undone right there. You just gotta kind of, you only have two hands and you just gotta kind of finagle it and figure out how to get it to lay the way you are looking for it to lay. So again, I'm just pinching them together. I have the tail there on the bottom, and then I'm going to grab that center piece. It's about to get a lot easier once we get this center piece in place. Everything will be held together and you just kind of hold it really tight there. And then this is the part where you want to adjust the bow and make sure it's just the way you want it. Make sure that they're even on both sides and they're fluffed up the way that you want. If you need to kind of work it back and forth or pull it from one side or the other, now is the time to do that before you glue it down. So once you have it looking the way you would like for it to look, you're just going to take some hot glue and one at a time glue down the top or the bottom part, either one first, and make sure that you're getting the glue on the actual bow part down there, pressing and allowing it to dry. And then I just like to snip off any extra. I like to make it with a little bit of extra just in case I need it. But it's always, you can always take it away, but you can't create it if you came up short. So Clip that bit away, and then we are going to go ahead and fold over the next part and get that hot glued down. Then we'll be ready for our alligator clip. If you want the bow tails to have the little notch in them, choose the length that you would like for them to be, and then you can just fold the piece in half and cut at an angle. You can do a deeper angle or not as much as I did. It's totally up to you. Again, whatever length that you would like. You could do super short tails, super long tails, however you'd like to do it, but this is my preferred method. And then, of course, the ends you would need to kind of use a little bit of like a lighter or something like that to stop the fraying, which I'll show you how to do in just a second. Right now I'm putting on the alligator clip, which is already lined with a gold ribbon, so it kind of matches, and you can just press it right onto the back there with the hot glue. Again, we're going to take a little bit of fire. You can use a lighter, something like that. And we need to burn the edges of the ribbon so it doesn't fray, because this type of ribbon will definitely fray if you don't do this. So be very careful. Don't burn yourself. Try not to burn the ribbon. You're just trying to melt it just a tiny bit to keep it from fraying. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.